fantastic result this past weekend for them vegans. They smashed their nearest and dearest Tranmere Rovers to extend the lead at the top of the table. But what's going to happen this weekend in matches? We'll take a little look next. Giving another prediction video today. We look forward to match day number maybe 29, something like that, over in the EFL League 2, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you're new, where you been? Smash your subscribe button, keep banging up to date with all things League 2 related, Bub and Rovers related. Whoa, football related. We get all here, boys. Under Rooski, that's right, the vegans kicking ass and taking names at the moment. Of course, running away with it over in League 2, but will they, of course, extend the lead even further this coming week? Of course, we'll take a look at all of it in a minute. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They're the Patreons, guys. Thank you for loving, of course, behind the scenes. I really appreciate it. But anyway, we've got a lot to talk about, so let's get cracking. No more wasting time here, guys. We've got a lot to talk about because we've entered the month of Feb, which means there should be a new predictor of the month winner. So here we go. Let's recap the results. Last round, of course, Bradford picked up a 2-1 loss against Crawley. Big win for them on the road. Bristol City. Oh, sorry. Whoa. Cool your jets, mate. Bristol Rovers picked up a 1-1 win over Walsall. Carlisle lost to Sutton United. Of course, look the real bloody deal, don't they? Colchester United picked up a draw against Swindon Town. Exeter, the Hartlepool 0-0 in the end. Stevenage 3-0 winners over Harrogate Town, moving, of course, closer to the playoffs, apparently. Someone said something in the comments. Meanwhile, 2-0 win for Mansfield. They're the real deal as well, up to 6th in the table. Orient, a bit of a wallop in there. Newport County, 2-1 winners over Barrow to move into the top 3. Kicking off forward, Northampton Town, 1-1 win over Salford. It is so tight. The rest of the gang, though, could go anyway. Oldham, of course, 0-0 draw against Rochdale. That didn't do any favours. Vale, 1-1 win over Scunthorpe, of course, keep up the heat there. Of course, Tranmere got smashed by Forrest Rovers. I went with, of course, Tranmere, but, of course, egg on my face. A vegan egg, of course. Kicking off forward, Forest Green Rovers 10 points clear over Tranmere. Game in hand as well. Newport County are in 3rd for the time being, level on points with Sutton, who have a game in hand as well. Northampton Town also have a game in hand. They got 2 games in hand on Newport County. So it's anybody's guess, actually, who will go up. Of course, we know the Forest Green Rovers will go up, but who will join them, really? Anybody's bloody guess. Swindon in there still. Exeter, of course, Port Vale making a push as well for at least the top 7. Bristol Rovers, Bradford City, still in the mix of things. Anyway, of course, down the foot there is Scunthorpe United and Oldham going down at the moment. Of course, quite a bit of a gap opening up as well. This is, of course, the prediction league for this week. This week alone, Deep at the Great, kicking ass, taking aim, 7 points there. And, of course, big shout out to the patrons. Much coverage here over in League 2. Well done for you guys getting your 6-pointers there, your 6-packs. Of course, meanwhile, kicking off forward, Deep at the Great is running away with it in the second half of the season. 34 points on the board. Well done to you, sir, for doing your bit. Of course, let's take a look at, of course, the predictor of the month award. It is for the month of January. It is the persons who have accumulated the most points over the course of January. I've added them all up. I've got the tally for you here. Of course, you can win multiple months and there can be multiple winners. And of course, at the end of the season, one of the people from the Wall of Fame will be selected at random to win a gift card of some sort. Maybe it's going to be Cracker Barrel, if you haven't got any Cracker Barrels. Anyway, the winner of the prediction of the month for January in League 2 is Deep at the Great. He has been very great in the month of January. It has been his month. No shame on that. Look at that. His first name in the rankings there. So well done, Deep at the Great. Kicking ass and taking names. Let's take a little look. Of course, the overall leaderboard. Let's bring you bang up to date with, of course, the situation there. I'll do this once a month, of course, if you want to see this, of course, whenever you like, when you're on the shitter, when you're in bed, when you're in the moon, wherever you are, you should become a patron, of course. Patrons will get access to that whenever they want. But, of course, at the minute, Luke NTFC is running away with it at the moment. 127 on the board. It is tight, very tight up there as well. You probably think top 12, top 13, maybe you got a shot with this one, but it's still a lot of points on the board. So keep on keeping on, of course, and see what you do next time around. All right then, kicking off forward then, shall we? This is the link if you want to get involved. Cut League 2. It is all wide open. So let's get amongst it then, shall we? What the fuck is that? Oh my gosh, that's the games we're doing. We're doing them now. We're gonna have a crack at that. Woof. Why am I doing that? Well, I'll elaborate on it. Of course, we have a sporadic catch-up game here. A whole shitload of them, around about 8. I think midweek. Then, of course, we have pretty much a maxed out weekend of action and that's pretty much it. We're going to go. These are the games for midweek and of course the weekend. So we're going to cram them all in one. I've got a busy week this week to hopefully create the band of Avengers. There's still time if you want to get involved amongst that. To get involved if you think you're a League Two expert and want to get a part of the channel as my League Two expert for next season. Now's the time. Get them on. You put a comment in there. Follow me on Twitter. Direct message for just to get. There's a chance for you to make a bit of money here. A little bit of money, but of course there's a bit of money. If you think you are League Two expert, Luke NTFC, you seem to be the expert. If you want to make a little bit of pocket money, now's the chance to get amongst it. So here we go. They kick it all off with Swindon Town. Of course, was up against Crawley. Now this match was scheduled to take place way back when, another time. But anyway, we're going to jump in the deep end and have a look at it. Of course, now these two sides played each other 15 times in 2010. 4 wins for Swindon, 5 for Crawley, and 6 draws. Of course, Swindon coming to this just one win in the past 5 for them, 50% form. Up against the Crawley side, coming at you with 1 win in the past 4 as well. Coming at you last time, played each other over in Swindon. It was a 1-0 win for Crawley way back in, of course, January 2019. They have not played each other this season, so of course they've got to do that all again and the reverse fixture. Swindon did draw with Colchester last time around. Of course, Crawley picked up over 2-1 over Bradford. Of course, coming at you though, the odds for this one, I should have them on here. The odds, where are you? Swindon 2017 on for the victory. Your favourites 3-1 is your draw, and 5-2 is your draw. 3-1 is your wave, and that's Crawley on this. I'm going to go with the win for Swindon here. 1-0 win for them in the end. Kicking on forward, we have Tranmere, hoping to bounce back after that thumping up against Stevenage, of course, this coming was it Tuesday, the 1st of Feb. Played each other 12 times 2011, 3 wins apiece and 6 draws. Of course, just 1 defeat the past 6 games for Tranmere, 75% form. Up against the Stevenage side, also 1 defeat the past 6, 67% form for them right now. Last time played each other, of course, was in Tranmere. It was a 1-0 win for Stevenage back in, of course, February 2021, around about this time last year. Of course, coming out. These are the catch-up games, of course. Forest Green Rovers did beat Tranmere, of course, quite heavily 4-0 last time out. Stevenage picked up a 3-0 win over Harrogate as well. Look at the odds for this one. We have Tranmere 11-10 on for the victory, 3-1 as your away, and that's Stevenage, and 12-5 is your draw. Of course, I picked up a bit of flack for not back in Stevenage, of course, but I don't think they're going to win this one either. 2-1 win in the end for Tranmere, unfortunately. Kicking on forward, it'll be Northampton Town up against Barrow. That's right. That's also scheduled for Tuesday, February the 1st. Now these two sides have played each other 0 times. Will be the first time, of course, locking horns. Just 1 win and 6 though for 1 win and 5 for Northampton at the moment. 50% form up against the Barrow side. Just 1 win and 6, 17% form for them right now. Northampton coming into this on the back of a 1 win over Salford, and it's been back-to-back clean sheets for them as well. Meanwhile, Barrow did lose to Newport County last time around. They come into this on the odds. 5-4 on is your Northampton Town. They are, of course, favourites on this one. 7-2 is your long shots. That's Barrow, and 5-2 is your draw. Of course, Northampton should win this one. They're trying to make a push for top 2, top 3, and of course they'll get a 2-0 win for me on this one. Kicking off forward would be Salford up against Carlisle. That's right. Of course, locking horns again on the 1st of February. It is Team GB up against, of course, Keith Millen in the dugouts. Played each other 4 times 2019. 2 wins for Carlisle, another for Salford, and 2 draws. 2 defeats plus 4 games for Salford. 42% form up against Carlisle side, who haven't won the last 4. Just 1 win and 6 for them right now. 33% form as well. Last time round, of course, in Salford was a 1-1 draw back in February 2021. They also played each other they did play each other this season in Carlisle. It was a 2-1 win for Carlisle at the start of the season. At the last 4 occasions, the away side hasn't won this game, both in Carlisle and in Salford. Salford picking up a 1-0 loss against Northampton Town. Carlisle back-to-back games. In fact, 3 games without scoring a goal, and they're coming into this on the back of that 2-0 loss against Sutton United. Look at the odds for this one. We have Salford 65 on for the victory, 10-3 is your away win, and 12-5 is your draw. Going to go with Salford here, 2-1 win for them at home to keep on keeping on. Harrogate Town against High Flyers Mansfield, of course, played each other quarter 4 times in 2020. 4 was Harrogate, nothing for Mansfield, and 0 draws. Of course, Harrogate though just 1 win and 5 for them, 33% form. Up against Mansfield, have won 4 in the bounce. Of course, just 1 win defeat about 6, 83% form as well. Last time I played each other over in Harrogate was a 3-1 win for Harrogate. But this season, of course, it was in the EFL Trophy Northern Group H, of course. They also played each other in the league in Mansfield. It was a 3-1 win as well. So back-to-back 3-1 wins for Harrogate, and they've won 4 in the bounce. Of course, looking for a 5-peat as well. They do like playing Mansfield, of course. Harrogate did lose to Stevenage though, back-to-back games without scoring a goal for Harrogate. Meanwhile, Mansfield coming into this on the back of a 2-0 win over Leyton Orient, and just conceded 1 goal the last 3 for them. Look at the odds for this one though. Mansfield are actually 64 for the victory. The favourite 70-10 is your Harrogate. They are the hosts, and 5-2 is your draw. Going to go with Mansfield here to get a draw, 1-1 in the end. Finally get a point over Harrogate in the end. Kicking off forward, it'll be Bradford up against Leyton Orient at the Valley Parade. That's right. I'm looking for this one. When is this? Bradford against. Where are we looking at this one? Bradford up against Leyton Orient. There it is, the top of the bills there. Let's take a look at it. Of course, played 11 times, 2006, 5 wins for Bradford, 4 for Leyton Orient, and 2 draws, of course. Bradford coming to this, 2 defeats past 6, 58% form up against the Leyton Orient side, who haven't won the last 6. Kenny Jackett, boys. Kenny Jackett must be under a bit of pressure for this one. Last time played, of course, over in Valley Parade. It was a 1-0 win for Bradford. That was back in February 2021. They also played this season on my birthday, way back, of course, Brisbane Road. It was a 2-0 win for Leyton Orient. The away side has only won once in the past 6 games, of course, and that was when Bradford beat Leyton Orient in Leyton Orient way back in 2015. Bradford losing to Crawley last time around. Mansfield picking up a 2-0 win over Leyton Orient. And there's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games without scoring a goal for Leyton Orient. He's probably on his last chance saloon, of course, for this one. Look at the odds for those. 65 is your Bradford on this one, 23-10 is your Leyton Orient, 94 is your draw. Bradford City will win this one, but they'll score a goal. Could that be the difference maker that keeps Kenny Jackett in the hot seat? Colchester United taking on Rochdale. Let's get into this one now, shall we? Of course, played to the corner of my eyes. 9 times 2010, 2 wins for Colchester, 4 for Rochdale, and 3 draws. Just 1 win 6 for Colchester, 25% form against Rochester. Just 1 defeat past 1 win past 6 as well. 33% form coming at you. Last time around, of course, over in Colchester was a 2-1 win for Rochdale's back in May 2016. They did play the reverse fixture, of course, back in August. It was a 1-1 draw over in Scotland. That's right. Coming at you though, Rochdale picking up a 0-0 draw against Oldham. In fact, back-to-back 0-0 draws. In fact, though, 1, 2, 3 games without scoring a goal for Rochdale. Meanwhile, Colchester coming to on the back of a draw against Swindon Town. Look at the odds for this one. Colchester 9-5, the ratio 29-20 is your away win, and 9-4 is your draw on this. Going to go with a win for no one here. Another 0-0 draw for Rochdale. Unfortunately, that's of course put a bit of a stunker on that one. Meanwhile, Port Vale taking the Vegans. Of course, high flyers. Of course, big chance for Port Vale to make a statement result. Played to the 10 times 2012. Sorry, 4 wins for Port Vale, 2 for Forest Green, and 4 draws. Just 1 to win at the past 6 games though for Port Vale. 25% form against our Forest Green side, who haven't lost in the last 8, picking up 3 wins in the last 4 as well. 83% form at the moment. Of course, last round. Vale Park was a 1-1 draw back in December 2020. They also played that and Vegan Land back in August. It was a 2-1 win for Port Vale. Last time Forest Green picked up a win over Port Vale. It was a 2-0 win in Port Vale back in 2019. Of course, Port Vale come into this on the back of a 1-0 win over Scunthorpe, and they come into this on 2 clean sheets on the spin for them up against the Vegan side. Of course, they've won back-to-back clean sheets as well for them. 7 goals scored in the past 2 games for Forest Green. Look at the odds for this one. 14-5 is your host. 20-99 is your Forest Green. Of course, 5-2 is your draw. Forest Green will win this one. 3-1 win. Another goal scoring display for them as well. Kicking off forward to be Barrow. They're going to be taking on, of course, Tranmere. This is into the weekend's action. That's, of course, Saturday the 5th of February. It's FA Cup action. Played 11 times 2015. 3 for Barrow, 6 for Tranmere, and we've got 2 draws. Just 1 win and 6 though for Barrow at the moment. 17% form. Up against the Tranmere side, have lost once in the past 6. They'll also pick up a win here, so it'll still be 1 win. I want to defeat past 7 for them, 75% form at the moment. Last time played though in Barrow though was a 1-1 draw way back, of course, to January 2018 in the National League. Scrap that. They played the last season was a 1-1 draw back in 2020 in Barrow as well. Also the played this season on Boxing Day was a 2-0 win for Tranmere way back when the home side hasn't won this. So the away side hasn't won this game over the last whole bunch of fixtures until in fact the last time the away side won was when Tranmere beat Barrow in Barrow back in 2016. So it's been a while, guys. Meanwhile, of course, Barrow coming to this on the back of a 2-1 loss against Newport County. Tranmere lost to Forest Green as well. Look at the odds for this one, of course, on Saturday. 8-5 is your Barrow, of course, 7-4 is your Wayman, and of course 11-5 is your draw. Going to go with a 2-0 win for Tranmere on the road. Finally, the wayside winning at home against the home side on this one. Crawley, they are, of course, taking on Stevenage. That's right, a bit of a zinger this one. Of course, mid-table crunch clash, you would say. Played to the corner of my eyes around about 29 times 2004. 8 wins for Crawley, 15 wins for Stevenage, and 6 draws. Just 1 and 4 though for Crawley right now. 58% form. Because Stevenage side have just lost once at about 67% form for them as well. Last time played, of course, over in Crawley. It was a 1-0 win for Stevenage. Where back, of course, in February 2021. Stevenage have actually won 2 of the last 3, of course, just 1 defeat in the past 6, of course, against Crawley. That 1 defeat was a 2-0 win for Crawley in Crawley way back in, of course, 2020. This game, of course, is in Crawley, and last time there was a 1-0 win for Stevenage way back in, of course, February 2021. They did play each other this season, a couple of days ago, actually. It was a 2-1 win for Stevenage in Stevenage. Of course, meanwhile, the biggest odds for this one, we had 5-4 is your Crawley, 11-5 is your Women, and Stevenage, and 9-4 is your draw. Again, could go either way. Going to go with the draw myself on this one. Next, of course, we have Walsall. They're going to be taking on Northampton Town at the Best Scott. That's right. Now, these two sides have played each other, according to my eyes. 13 times 2007, 9 wins for Walsall, 3 for Northampton Town, of course, 1 draw. Walsall coming into this without a win at least 6 games, of course, 8% form for them up against the Northampton side, who have just won once in 5 for them, 50% form as well. Kicking off forward, last time played at the Best Cup was a 3-2 win for Walsall back in February 2020. They did play each other this season in the EFL Trophy. It was a 4-2 win for Walsall in Northampton way back in October. Of course, Walsall picking up a 1-0 loss against Bristol Rovers. Northampton picking up a 1-0 win over Salford last round. They got 2 clean sheets in the bounce for them. Of course, coming at you though, the odds for this one, we have 7-4 is your Walsall, 8-5 is your Northampton, 11-5 is your draw. Quite tight in the bookies on this one. And of course, I'm going with a 2-1 win for Northampton Town. They are in this, and they're going to go the distance and try and make a push for top 3 as well. Kicking off forward, Forest Green Rovers against Newport County, first against 3rd in the table. Of course, big week this week for Forest Green. Plays of the 19 times 2010, 6 for Forest Green, 6 for Newport County, and 7 draws, of course. Forest Green, 83% form for them right now, winning 3 of the past 4, of course, winning 4 of the past 6 as well. against the Newport County side who won 4 with about 75% form for them as well. Last time played each other, of course, in Forest Green. It was a 4-3 win for Forest Green. That was in the semi-finals of the League 2 playoffs. Of course, they haven't played each other this season though, so it'll be their first encounter, of course. Forest Green Rovers picking up a 4-1 win over Tranmere last time around. Newport County picking up a 2-1 win over Barrow last time around. Look at the odds for this one. 20.99 is your vegans. They are your overwhelming favourites on this one. 5-2 is your draw. 11-4 is your away win. That is, of course, Newport County, who have also hit a bit of a good bit of form as well. 3-0 win for the vegans on this one to take it to the house. Harrogate Town taking on Bradford City. Let's get into this one. Bit of a North Yorkshire affair, this badger. Of course, could be a bit of a feisty one as well. Now, these two sides have played each other, according to my eyes, around about 2 times in 2020. 2 wins out of 2 for Harrogate, nothing for Bradford, and 0 draws. Just 1 win of 5 though for Harrogate right now. 33% form against the Bradford side who've just lost once in the past 4 games. 58% form for Bradford. Coming at you though, last time played each other at Harrogate was a 2-1 win for Harrogate back in April 2021. That was around about last season. Of course, Harrogate did lose to Stevenage, of course, and they haven't scored in 2 games. Meanwhile, Bradford coming to this on the back of a 2-1 loss against Crawley as well. The odds though, oh shit, press the wrong button. Go back. Of course, the odds for this one, we've got Harrogate Town 7-5, Featherwich 90-10 is your Bradford, of course 23-10 is your draw. It looks like Harrogate are your favourites here. Going to go with the draw myself. 1-1 right down the middle on this one. Kick it off will be Hartlepool taking on, of course, Mansfield. Let's get into this one. Of course, if I can find it. Oh my days. Are we looking at a postponement here? I can't see it. Can he see it? We're going to have to go in the deeper echelons here, of course. Hartlepool taking on Harrogate. Is it 30, is it? Harrogate, Bradford. Oh wait, it's probably down the bottom there. Nope, it's not there. It's scheduled to take place on the 29th of March. So they are pushing this one. Let's talk about it anyway. Of course, played each other 11 times, 2006, 5 wins to Hartlepool, 4 for Mansfield, and we've got 2 draws, of course. 4 Hartlepool coming into just 1 defeat past 6 games for them. Is it because one of these is in the FA Cup? I think it might be. Just 1 defeat past 6 games for Hartlepool. Of course, Mansfield coming into this 1 defeat past 6 games for them. 83% form as well. Last time played each other in Hartlepool, it was a 0-0 draw back in, of course, September 2016. They did play each other this season on Boxing. There was a 3-2 win for Mansfield in Mansfield. Coming at you though, Hartlepool picked up a draw against Exeter last time round. Mansfield pick up 2-0 win over Leyton Orient. I've got no odds because I don't think it's going to take place. Going to go with a 0-0 draw on it anyway. I kick it on forward to be Leyton Orient. They're going to be taking on Colchester. Must need a response here for Leyton Orient and fast. Played each other 23 times 2008. 8 was to Leyton Orient, 13 was to Colchester, and 2 draws. Leyton Orient, of course, haven't won in the last 6 games. Of course, losing 5 of the past 6 up against Colchester. So just 1 win and 6 for them. 25% form for them as well. Last time played each other at Brisbane Road, it was a 0-0 draw. Around about this time last season, of course, Leyton Orient coming into this on the back of a 2-0 loss against Mansfield. They'll also lose here as well against Bradford. And of course, Colchester coming to this on the back of a draw against Swindon. We have basic odds. We have odds on this one. Of course, the odds are 5-4 on is your Leyton Orient red hot favourite, 7-2 is your away win. That's Colchester, and 5-2 is your draw. I'm going to go with a win for Leyton Orient here. 2-0 win in the end on this one. Of course, over to Spotlands now. We got Rochdale against Carlisle, a bit of a northwest crunch clash-ish. Played 13 times 2003, 4 wins for Rochdale, 7 wins for Carlisle, and 2 draws. Of course, Rochdale coming to this just 1 win and 6 for them, 33% form against Carlisle side. Also 1 win and 6, 33% form as well. Last time played over at Spotlands was a 2-1 win for Rochdale back in August 2019 in the EFL Cup. Last time played in the league in Rochdale, it was a 0-0 draw way back, of course, August 2011 in League 1, might I add. Of course, Rochdale did draw with Oldham last time around, but they haven't scored in at least 3 games. Meanwhile, Carlisle coming to this on the back of a 2-0 loss against Sutton. 1, 2, 3 games not scoring a goal as well. Goal scoring crisis over in League 2. The odds though for this one, we have Carlisle coming at you 11-4 for the Richie. Even Stevens is your host, that's Rochdale, and 25 is your draw. Going to go with a win for nobody here. 1-1 right to the middle. Again, not really benefiting Rochdale on this one, are we? Kicking off will be Salford taking on, of course, Port Vale. Let's get into this one. Another Northwest crunch clash. Now, these two sides have played each other according to my eyes 6 times 2019, 3 for Salford, 1 for Port Vale, and 2 draws. 2 wins, 2 defeats plus 4 games for Salford. 42% form up against the Port Vale side. Of course, back-to-back games without a loss for them. 25% form as well. Last time played each other in Salford, it was a 1-0 win for Salford back in, of course, March 2021. They also played each other this season a couple of weeks ago, in fact, a couple of days ago, against it was a 1-0 win for Salford over Port Vale back on the 18th of Jan. Salford did lose to Northampton Town last time around. Port Vale picked up a 1-0 win over Scunthorpe last time around. Was I right in what I just said there? Yeah, I am right. Of course, the odds on this one, we have 65 is just Salford. On this one, 23-10 is your Port Vale, and 94 is your draw. Salford will win this one, 2-1 win for them, and of course keep them moving the chains as well. Scunthorpe United up against Oldham now. Let's take a look at this one over in Scunthorpe. Now played each other 26 times 2003, 11 wins to Scunthorpe, 8 for Oldham, and we've got 7 draws, of course. Scunthorpe though without a win at least 6 games. In fact, 6 defeats on the bounce at the very least. Meanwhile, Oldham haven't won the last 8, 25% form for them. They've drawn a few games though. Meanwhile, last time played each other, of course, in Scunthorpe, Scunthorpe was a 1-1 draw back in, of course, March 2021. They also played this season on Boxing Day. Was a 3-1 win for Scunthorpe over in Oldham as well. Scunthorpe picking up 1-0 loss against Port Vale. Oldham picking up a 0-0 draw against Rochdale last time out. Look at the odds for this one then. Scunthorpe coming at you. Where are we? Where are you? It's 7-5 is your Scunthorpe. 2-1 is your Oldham. 11-5 is your draw. I've gone with the 1-0 win for Scunthorpe. Big win for them, of course. Maybe giving them a bit of a boost into the back end of the season. Of course, Sutton United taking on Bristol Rovers. Of course, Sutton doing very, very well. Bristol Rovers trying to get themselves back on track. Now these two sides have played each other twice. 2015, 2-2 for Bristol Rovers. Of course, Sutton United coming into they haven't lost in the last 9 games. Against the Bristol Rovers side, just lost once in the past 6 games, 75% form as well. Last time they played, of course, it was in the FA Cup. It was in Bristol. Of course, it was a 2-1 win in the this season's FA Cup over in Bristol. Of course, coming at you though, Sutton United picking up a 2-1 win over Carlisle. Back-to-back clean sheets for them. In fact, 3 clean sheets on the bats for Sutton United. Bristol Rovers picking up a 1-1 win over Walsall last time around. Look at the odds for this one. We have Sutton United's even Stevens 11-4 is your way win. That's of course Bristol Rovers and 25 is your draw. 3-2 win for Sutton on this one. Goals galore on that one. And of course, wrapping it up. We have Swindon Town. Golly. Taking on Exeter, of course. Bit of a crunch clash this one. Of course, the push for playoffs. 17 times they played each other since 2004. 6 wins apiece and 5 draws. Just one to win in the past 5 games for Swindon. 50% form up against the Exeter side, who've lost just once in the past 5 games. 50% form as well. Last time, of course, over in Swindon. It was a 2-1 for Swindon back in February 2020. They also played each other in the EFL Trophy. And of course, that was a 4-3 win for Exeter. That was a couple of years ago. Colchester picking up a 1-1 draw against Swindon. Exeter picking up a 0-0 draw against Hartlepool. The odds though for this one, we have Swindon 65 for the victory, 23-10 is your Exeter, and of course 9-4 is your bloody draw. 2-1 win for Swindon on this one to take it to the house. Golly, Oxenfree. That's of course a whole host of games, whole host of points, whole host of predictions. Get in amongst it if you want to get it in part of the prediction. Good chance for you to bit of a statement signing of the prediction of the month award for February. And of course, be sure to give it some love and smash your thumbs up, smash your old subscribe. It does wonders for the old algorithm. And of course, if you want to help out the channel as EFL League 2 expert, get in amongst it down below. Of course, I'll see you soon for the next one. Smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe. I'll see you soon. Till then, we're done.